Welcome back to another life update with me, Rajan, as we are 4 weeks out to the Canadian National Pro Qualifier show. Overall, I still feel really good, although my energy and strength has been feeling a little bit under. I still feel pretty good. I'm just pushing through. I already know what to expect. I already chose this. I'm not gonna sit here and complain or let that thought of low energy and I can't push through or just let my mind take over. I'm in control of my mind and I'm in control of where I'm heading. So, very excited, very pumped to show and display all the hard work once I step on the stage. I haven't skipped a beat, still keeping all the meals in, have decreased the carbs in my meals a little bit more. So I am looking a little bit more flat, which is good. So for 4 weeks out, being flat, not looking full, the muscles don't look full or feel full, I think is pretty good. And I also noticed that I'm a lot more um, conditioned for 4 weeks, especially coming off from one show and now I'm getting ready for this show. And the fact that the weight that I'm at right now is a lot different than um, how I looked at this weight the last time. So I really do feel like I'm in a good spot. So I'm just gonna keep that thought and just kind of manifest all the way through. Just focus on right now and just get to that destination. But right now, I'm just enjoying the moment. Other than that, been working away. My family is good. Kids are good. Life with my wife is always the best. Really appreciative that I have her in my life and supporting me through all this. And my kids are always teaching me new things and patience. Patience is the biggest virtue I get from them, and not just that, but also just still be a kid. I see a lot. I see a lot of just love and joy that just illuminates off of them, that just radiates off of them, and it makes me feel, even as we as adults, we still have that inner child in us that's still trying to be free. And it constantly reminds me of how I felt when I was a child and wanting to be able to do certain things, but you couldn't be able to do certain things. So times then were a lot different than times now. So I'm trying to bring that inner child out and show that acceptance along the way. And when you love yourself and know how to love yourself and treat yourself with positive with a positive narrative that's playing in your mind, you tend to do and attract a lot more things, right? You are what you attract. That's the law of attraction. You you think negative, you wake up thinking negative, that's the first thing you're gonna look for, right? But if you're thinking positive and you're in control of this, you track things. And that's what I'm getting from my kids, just the way how they are, and that's what I'm also trying to give back. So I'm learning from them and they're also learning from me. It's like this whole full circle for me, especially for me, because as a child you don't really understand um uh, these things of how why mom and dad do certain things or how certain things in society is done. Your brain as a child is not fully developed. It still has a lot of gray matter, and it's still learning, right? So, but as you get older and you have your own kids, and oh yeah, everything just comes full circle. You start to understand. Oh, okay, now I understand why this and this was like this, which is nice. So, and it helps too, because then I'm able to express and show my kids, like, if I could see or feel or listen to what they're saying and understand what they're saying, I can kind of, okay, navigate through a way where they can understand that emotion and be understand that, hey, it's okay, but how to navigate through it and still come out on top. which is very important, right? That's how you lead that you lead kids in the right way to emotional maturity. You know, you want to do good. You want to leave behind that, very strong kids that are, because the kids are the future, right? How we raised our children is what is going to be put out there, and how society is going to be run. So if we are able to channel and understand emotions, and also understand the thought process of emotional intelligence, and the human concept of just communication, not just like how we talk, right? Body language, that's another way of communicating. Facial expression, this is another thing, right? So all these things are all tied in together. Like I can say something, right, but my body language or my facial expression could say otherwise, right? So, and that's where you it comes to, okay, well, does that person genuinely mean it, right? Like you have to have that understanding to know, okay, when I am expressing, or I'm going to tell you something, that you genuinely mean it with all these emotions, and you're expressing it, and you're understanding it, and you're understanding behind it all, to be able to communicate effectively, right? For the better. So, yeah, I kind of went down a whole a rabbit hole there, but it's just I'm always constantly learning with my kids, especially when I'm in prep. Just like I'm learning more about myself, and I'm learning about more about my family, and then it's just like there's a lot more appreciation for the for everything. We take things for granted. We take a lot of things for granted. If there's the first thing we do when we wake up, we're on our phone and worrying about other people, or worrying about not having this or that, or chasing after money. But whenever you're taking the time to be like, man, thank you, God, like thank you, I'm awake, I'm alive. Today is another day. My heart is fucking pounding. I am breathing. Like, let me take a moment just to accept this, and life's good. It could be worse, but I'm living again to fight for the better for me, right? Like to do better and accomplish, become what I'm set out to be. Like, but we don't do that. Like, so I've been doing this a lot, and I feel like it helps, especially when today nowadays, like all this technology and social media, like you have to take time to just a time away from these things. Like, I'm not saying cut it out. There has to be balance, but actually take that time when you are having that time for yourself, time to cleanse the mind, body, and spirit. Actually, genuinely put in the effort to cleanse and clear and bring yourself, like your whole central nervous system, to be calm. Then in that way, you're able to approach life a lot more better, because we all are acting in chaos. It's either in chaos or rigidity, when we're in this fight or flight, where the amygdala in the brain is just freaking like ready to attack or run. Like, there is none of the prefrontal cortex is of logic, and the main uh, part of the brain that makes the executive decision of thinking is not active, because we're just constantly feeding ourselves and worrying and all these things, and not taking the time to calm our central nervous system, calm our whole mind, our body, and spirit, and to be able to approach life a lot more better. We act on spite, we act on ego, we act on pride, and hate, and we hold on resentment. All these things don't do any good. They don't do any good for you. They don't do any good for the world. They don't do any good for your family. Like, it just makes life more bitter. So you just need to take the time, and always take the time to love and nurture and care for yourself just as much as you would for any person that you love, even for your own child. So me, I give as much love, and I let them know. I also take things that I've learned that from my parents, and I'm like, okay, well, these are things, and I'm not trying to say my parents didn't do an amazing job. They did like the best job that they could with what they were capable of and what they with the knowledge that they have, which was passed down. Now I'm taking that on top of what I have got, and I'm trying to pass it down to my kids. And I know a lot of you are trying to do the same. And it's a battle, it's a war, and you want to be able to set them up in a way for success. So you know that when you are no longer here, that you know you did right. You know you gave them everything that is needed for them to survive and thrive. And that's why that's why I do this. This is why I have to do this sport. I mean, and I'm not telling you guys have to do bodybuilding, but you have to do some sort of physical activity or some sort of creative, um, something that makes you and your spirit, something inside you that you genuinely love to do, which is that makes you your whole. This is it. This is for you. That makes you happy, right? That makes you thrive. Because if you're gonna go around life just doing and handing out and handing out and handing out and pouring your all your love into cups, you're gonna run out. You're gonna run out of fuel, run out of that love that you want to give to all these cups of people that you care about. Then what are you gonna give? Nothing. It ends up being hate, resentment, right? So you need to take time to to even if it's just a walk, if it's like cooking, or if it's just meditating, yoga, I don't know, something that you love to do, right? And you put your whole maximum fucking effort into it, everything that you got, because it's for you, for your sanity. I'm telling you, guys, you gain nothing but discipline, confidence in yourself, and the amount of love you're able to pour 10,000 times more into the people that you love and you care about. You have so much. It's just running like a fucking endless waterfall. I can go on for days about this, but I want to keep this nice and short. I don't think that I kept it that short. I think I went a bit over than I expected and wanted to. But like I said, stay present, stay focused, continue on doing what you're going to do, and reaching that goal every single day and being 1% better than yesterday. You got this. Other than that, I'm still locked in. I can't wait to compete. I can't wait to step on the Canadian National Pro Qualifier show. Win or lose, I know I gave it my all. Every ounce, every bit. And I just can't wait. Whatever the turnout is, it is what it is. I'm here to just do my thing and enjoy the moment. As always, much love. Peace.